back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up. Wait, back up, back up. I was told it, back up, got this all in my back up, but I won't be a back up. Back up, living life in respect. I might slip out and back up, but I won't be a victim. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up.
Is you thinking I'm jumping the leak in the lead? Immediately show up this evening and wait till you sleeping. Kick to the open, I'm scanning for motion. I'm just trying to make all my pockets obese. Don't want, I just want the Lucci. So me and all of my poochies can eat. For his loose change, take his boo thing out the PF chains and take him K, get a steak or something. Something looking at me like I'm opaque or something. Don't I look like Drake or something? Something better tell mankind Undertaker coming.
Wait, back up, back up. I was told it, don't back up. Got me started, back up, but I won't be a back up. Back up, living life in respect. I might slip out and back up, but I won't be a victim. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shot. Come from off the top, you know I be smarter than smart. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shot. Come from off the top, come from off the top.
Can't keep up, you too slow.
Top.
You just watch, I control.
Top.
I take half, you not whole.
Top.
Got your mind, got your
This is
soul.
a scenario, I'm in your area, this is your definitely. Turn up your stereo, get this jumping like Mario, now you ain't with me. You terrible, I might embarrass you right here in front of your whole family. Hot in Nigeria, this is the year of the beer, leave it here in a chair so they know we was here. Staring in fear like a deer when the car coming near in the middle of the road, bit of fear. You don't wanna rock with the man, hands off of the grands, counting up bands while I talk to the fans. Knew I could jam, but the top wasn't playing. Now everybody wanna be friends. How you? Said I'm just fine, in the right place, at the wrong time. Said I go crazy, out of my mind. And I think back when daddy wrote down that it might scrape and it might grind, but you work hard and it might shine. Let me slow down, switch the time and quit hiding.
Back up, back up, back up, back up.
So, being a chucker, of course, I know that one of the most important badges for me is Hall of Fame range extender. Do you think it's important to know which players on your opponent's lineup has that badge?
100%. You want to know your opponent's potential lineups inside and out. Just having a knowledge of any card that may come out is important. Just because you're not using it on your team doesn't mean you don't need to be aware. For example, the Diamond Steph Curry that was a part of the Andre Iguodala Spotlight set. It has Hall of Fame range extender. If you don't get out on that card,
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment.
I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm
2K Sports presents Thursday night at the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge.
I'm in the band in town.
And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. Take a look at the Magic. They're down at the 7th position right now. Decent start to the season, but they're looking to make a move.
And seeing where the Magic are, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
I thought this might happen. Confidence can take you a long way, but you also have to have the talent to back it up.
A look at the Magic starting group. Fournier and Gordon on the wing. And it's Vucevic. Then it's Markelle Fultz. And it's Birch in at power forward. And for Los Angeles, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Now here's Fultz. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game. Fournier's shot is off. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Well, Ivica Zubac may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubac does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time.
Here's Gordon. Paul George making his last shot. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's George. And the shot is good. George has got 6 points.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first. And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Here's Fultz. Down low, here's Fournier. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. It has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
And George, here we go. And he comes up with the deuce.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, Steve Clifford gave me a few minutes before the game. He said efficiency is a buzzword around the league, and that's Kawhi Leonard. He doesn't turn it over, doesn't take bad shots. He can give you 30 and never force a thing. Kevin, that doesn't sound like an easy assignment.
Thank you, David. Here's George, following the basket by Evan Fournier.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And Smitty, once again, teams are switching defensively more than ever. As a side benefit, does that help defenders, you think, preserve some energy and some stamina for the game?
Yeah, I think it does, Kevin. I really think if you have the personnel to be able to switch. Some teams don't, and I think they're copycat leagues, and you see the championship-level teams switching, so you think you can. There are some teams, they just got to flat-out come out and trap, rotate, and understand, give up shots to guys that you don't shoot a high percentage and live with that, because sometimes, especially big guys, they put them on an island, and it's just not fair.
Good point. And that one misses.
And despite a fair amount of turnover, the Clippers have made the playoffs 7 out of the last 8 years.
I am so surprised. When you lose Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan, you expect a complete rebuild. But the team stayed competitive throughout, and now they're well positioned into the future.
Now here's Fultz. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. The Clippers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Here's George. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score. Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
One shot.
You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Leonard with the steal. Here's Zubac, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
To the inside, and Vucevic with the basket on the assist from Fultz. Vucevic has got his second basket of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Keeps the defense guessing. They don't know who to try to take away.
For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Stolen by George. And now the Clippers on the break. George with the ball. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
There's the pass to Fournier. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
They were able to convert a lot of those offensive rebounds. That's the key, generating points off those extra possessions.
And here comes Leonard, leading the fast break. The shot, no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. Here's Fultz. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And Fultz isn't bashful inside. He feels at ease shooting in the paint.
George with the bucket.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
The Magic trail by 4. Pass to Vucevic. 17-foot shot on the way. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 4 assists in the game. And that one drops.
I like seeing Patrick Beverley attack the interior. Sometimes he becomes too perimeter-oriented.
Here's Fultz. Oh, that's blocked. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. George has got the ball.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now here's Fultz to the middle. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Fournier gets a wide open look. Off target from 3-point range.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Magic trail by 8. Fultz kicks to Gordon. Fournier against George. Outside Gordon. The 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
Here's George. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Fultz looking around. Fournier. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. A nice shot by George. And now it's a 9-point Clipper lead.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Steve, the league has broadened the definition of clear path foul. Think that'll discourage the wrap-up fouls that stop those fast breaks?
Yeah, I think so, because the guys coming downhill with that type of force, And if you do wrap him up, and sometimes your coaches want you to because of the situation, but it's hard, and it could create a lot of injuries. So I do like the clear path foul.
It up here. And now let's check in on the two guards from around the league and see which one of them is playing the stingiest defense over the span of the last 10 games. You take a look at Ross. Opposing teams always need to know where he is on the court.
And this is a very intense group. I mean, those steals don't come by accident. I mean, they've gotten them through the effort, and they're willing to expend that kind of energy on that aspect of the game.
You'll never find any of those guys sitting back and letting their guard down for a single moment. That's for sure. They're out there looking for every opportunity to make an impact defensively.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
To the paint, here's a one-do. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Here's Shamet. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And boy, are they attacking the paint.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
That free throw good from Shamet. And so here's Orlando. It's a 10-point game. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And they put up a goose egg last year when they played this team twice. I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Williams, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Augustine finds Bamba. Now Ross, he's defended by Harrell. No good from Ross.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Kept alive. And Harrell slams it in.
Incredible activity from Montrezl Harrell. So many of his points is off the offensive glass.
The Magic trail by 12. Pass to Bamba. Back to Augustine. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Rebounded by Vucevic. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Now here is Augustine. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's a one-do. And the rejection by Harrell. Here's Williams. Makes it off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 14.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Now here's Ross. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
The numbers now for Nikola Vucevic. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's getting around 20 points per, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside. And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
There's Shamet. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
The Magic trail by 18. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring the team. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
Now we got it, bump it, run it down. Now we got it, bump it. Yeah, what's your life like? I been on my lonely trying to ride life. There ain't no more days up in this lifeline. She said don't be stressing in the limelight. But get your mind right, ayy. Prayers up for the most part. Ain't no chillin' on the sofa. Head gone, head so far. In the clouds, any minute now. I should get it now, already told ya. I've been tired of the useless. I've been tired of the using. I ain't even talking loosely. No, don't move me. Thinking it's a movie. I just wanna make a move, see. It gets like that when you just stop.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. He's been a factor for them over the last month. 11th in free throw percentage, 12th in three-point field goal percentage, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And he deserves credit for knocking down such a high percentage of his free throws. It's not a glamour part of the game, but incredibly important nonetheless.
When he gets a good look at the basket, Ross has no problem drilling a three.
Took that bucket in no time at all.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
To the inside, Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
Yeah, and that 7'9" wingspan on full display there. Bamba swooping in with authority. Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against the Lakers. Passes it to Awandu. Here's Augustine. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Ross dishes to Vucevic. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
There's Shamet, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Shamet's got 10.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Augustine passes to Ross. Here's Vucevic. From down in the low post, it goes.
Vucevic trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
And it's Magruder missing. The Magic trail by 16. And the pass to Ross. From the stripe. Here's Vucevic. Great D that time from Green.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Clippers lead by 19. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, we've seen a competent-looking Clippers team out there.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Magic, trailing by 19. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. That will be the 5th game of this 6-game road trip. Williams and Shamet are the guard set. Harrell is out there with Green, and it's Magruder in at small forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
You know, he's still a streaky shooter, but Lou Williams has refined his jumper to the point where it's much more consistent.
Harrell, good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 4 assists in the game. The Magic trail by 21. Now Augustine, no points in the game yet for him. Vucevic to the pass to Ross. Frazier kicks to Ross. Pass to Vucevic. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Now here is Augustine. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And the dunk by Bamba.
Cisco's beautiful location on the pass, as usual, led his man perfectly.
Williams for 3. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Quick feet, quick release. Hard to check Lou Williams from beyond the arc.
Augustine, that's good. Augustine's got his first bucket in this one. Clippers leading by 18. Here's Williams, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Orlando's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. That's tipped and stolen by Williams. Augustine against Harrell. And yes, it's good. Harrell's got 8.
Well, here's the thing. We're used to Montrezl Harrell scoring around the bucket. Now he gets it done from the mid-range.
Pass to Ross. They'll double him with Harrell. And here's Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Now, here's Shamet. 10 points for him. Bucket is good. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Passes it to Vucevic. And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Shot clock at 6. Frazier outside. And no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Shamet. Here's Green. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Puts up a 3. Sinks the triple. He has 7.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
Los Angeles leading by 19 points. Here's Shamet. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
The pass to Ross. And Ross with the slam.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Augustine, no luck.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
Here's Augustine after the basket by Montrezl Harrell. And now the Clippers on the break. Bamba with the block.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Harkless is checked in for Jermichael Green. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Rodney Magruder. Paul George, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Lou Williams. The Magic also changing it up. Gordon's checked in for Vucevic. Fournier comes in for Ross. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine.
I just envisioned the count.
Sometimes, Smitty, you see someone make a pass and wonder, how did he even see that guy. I mean, it's amazing to me.
Yeah, I think Chris Paul leads that list. I think from a big, Jokic, Trae Young is a young guy, Ben Simmons, Doncic, those guys see the floor extremely well.
Why would you put it on the wear? You don't want everyone to wear. I just had to lead the hood cause treating me like a celeb. I just went and cut my dread, but I got some beautiful hair. I am just searching for something that's real cause they really know what they say. I gotta smile, but honestly, I put my boy. Sometimes I see him in the cloud. I've been away for a while. I'm in the bed in town, debating about who is the greatest, what you debating about. I swear that it's always something. Get to it,
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look at the Clippers. They're fourth in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season.
And right now for the Clippers, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
Really left alone that time. 8 points for Evan Fournier.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Pass to Fultz. He tries for three. Good. Great play set up by Frazier. Frazier's got 3 assists tonight.
And how about the quick-fire release of Fultz? It is difficult to guard. You know he's thinking about shooting as the pass is coming his way.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. The Magic trail by 20. Frazier outside. Off target with his 3. LA's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Leonard buries the 20-footer. Leonard's got 6.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Fournier with the ball. He's got 8. Here's Frazier. Rebound by Harrell.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Flexing at the rack. Leonard doing what he can to fire up his teammates.
And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Magic. Pass to Fultz. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And Harrell, the bucket on the assist by Beverly. He's got 12.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. Substitution on the court.
Fournier, that's for 2. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Here's Leonard. Again, Los Angeles.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rushed. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. Fourth, the Clippers.
Yeah, I mean, their defense has been really good, and it's led to a lot of easy opportunities on offense. Creating points off turnovers has been key.
Leonard with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
You see, that is just rude. Kawhi picks it, triggers the fast break. See ya.
Orlando with the ball.
A two-time Defensive Player of the Year, Kawhi Leonard last season averaged 27 points a game. That's what you call a two-way player.
Here's a one-do. No good again that time.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it work.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
And a career high in scoring last season for the great Kawhi Leonard.
Kevin, he maintained his elite efficiency. Kawhi Leonard's growth as a scorer has been remarkable over the course of his career.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's Fultz. He's got 7. To the left side wing. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard.
That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Los Angeles on D. Here's Birch, and that one is hammered home.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Man. Well, Steve, it's expected that we'll eventually allow 18-year-olds to enter the NBA draft. You're a proud Michigan State alum. Are you concerned players may miss something by choosing to skip the college experience?
You know, Kevin, in this situation, for sure, there are some players that I would say is going to make some mistakes and maybe come out too early and not be ready. But I think we have to allow them to have these decisions and not have these decisions taken away from them. I love college, but there are some guys that are just ready to go play in the NBA, just like other areas of life. When you're ready, you're ready.
Good on both. And here's Fultz. He has 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to a one-do. Right side, Gordon. In the corner, it's Birch. Harkless with the steal. Leonard with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Here's Mann. And the Clippers miss again. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Gordon for 3. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And Leonard gets it to go.
There's the response. Kawhi rarely changes expression, but you know what he's thinking. I got your back.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. And the Clippers call time here.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
Collecting like Monopoly. I probably won't come if there's not a fee. If they try, come stop me. I swear both ways dichotomy. When you hit the ball, when you let it back in. Then we hit the bag, make it limitless. It's for the winner. I've been on a roll where you've been, but protected with my soul where you've been. It's your GPS giving on. You've been
review looking at some numbers here for Gordon. He's right around 13 points a night, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Now here's Gordon, coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Here's Beverly. Good work there as it goes.
Explosive first step off the bounce. Beverly has the speed to do this.
Orlando's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Here's Fultz. He's got 7. Fournier's shot is off. Lets it go. And it's Beverly missing.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Inside. And Fultz gets it to go. Fultz has got 9.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Orlando's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
Orlando ball.
And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Williams.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Here's a one-do. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Lakers.
Even though he got fouled a lot, he never lost any of his aggressiveness. He kept making free throws, and in the process, really frustrated the D.
Now here's Gordon.
You know what Kawhi brings to the table defensively. He can switch 1 through 5.
And that one's good. Beverly. Beverly's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's Gordon. 9 points in the game so far. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to a one-do. And it's off from 3-point range.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Evan Fournier.
So difficult to stop Leonard from scoring. Sometimes you just have to foul him.
For Los Angeles, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
The first one falls.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
Leonard hits them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Here's Williams. Takes the elbow jumper and trains it. Williams has got 9 points now in the quarter.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
For 3, Fournier, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got his 5th assist in this one. He dialed that one up from long distance. 16 points for Williams.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Got a piece of it. Here's Leonard. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
One shot.
Kawhi was drafted 15th overall in 2011. If they had a redraft, I wonder what number he would go down.
Knocked away. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate on to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 27 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet and in.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seemed to be on the same page. Their only hope is to make every possession count, and that means taking care of the ball.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
All my life, been grinding all my life.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And so in the game for the Magic, Fournier and Gordon on the wing. Then it's Markelle Fultz, and it's Vucevic, and it's Birch in at the 4. Nailed from three-point land. Zubac has got the first points of the third quarter up on the boards for Los Angeles. Fournier in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Los Angeles has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Now here's Fultz. It's Fournier on the wing. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Unselfish, moving the ball.
Yeah,
You see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
The Magic have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. The wide open look here for Vucevic. No good from outside.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Vucevic with the block, and he recovers it. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Magic. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
"90 seconds now into the second half. Outside Fournier. And the rejection by Zubac.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Wide open look. The offensive rebound. Birch. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Magic have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier.
And their success rate on the season shots, right around 77%.
And the Clippers call time here.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Let's take a look at the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. These guys have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. 5th, Nikola Vucevic.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter, 50% from the field. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Fultz. From past the arc. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Tries from 16. It's good. George. 33 points for George.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Fultz, the pass to Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 8th assist in the game. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
Knocked loose. from outside the arc. Offensive rebound for Los Angeles. They've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. George, and it's George finishing it off.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. For three, Fournier hits the three-point bomb. Fournier's got 16.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Nice shot by Patrick. Smooth mid-range jumper with a compact release.
Here's Fultz. He's got 9. Down low. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Here's George. Again, the Clippers.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Outside Fournier. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Fultz really sees the floor well, and an efficient guard who shares the ball.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans. They'll match up against the Pelicans. And that's the first of 6 played on the road. Pass to Vucevic. In the corner, it's Gordon. No good on the triple. LA has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Leonard with the bucket.
You have to give it up for Kawhi right now. He is wearing out the defense.
Now Fultz on the wing. Gordon goes back up. Here's Vucevic. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
So they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Landry Shamet comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Orlando also making some changes. Mohamed Bamba comes in for Cam Birch. And it's Frazier in for Gordon. And the free throw, no good. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves. Terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros, a response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
Fournier for 3, knocks down the 3 ball. Fournier's got 11 points in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
To the left wing, here's Frazier. That one a little long.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Passes to Bamba. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bamba's got 9 points.
And the closer to the basket Bamba is, the more effective he is. Outstanding at using his size inside.
The pass to Fultz.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
The Magic have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
Markelle Fultz taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Steve, it seems like criticism of NBA officials is reaching a very interesting level. We see players, coaches, and now even executives confronting these officials over their calls.
You know, I know we love the word transparency, but I think also for these referees, because of technology as well, we're seeing these players from so many different angles. And we want to talk about, if we're coaches and executives and players, are the plays they miss. And I think that's what we're, putting too much energy in.
And for the Magic, they're shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Tries a three. Green with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's Paul George with the finish.
You could see he was setting that up the minute he got his hands on the ball.
Well, you got to know what you're doing if you're going to do it, if you're going to try that, right? Wow.
I'm sure plenty of practice hours went into it, and that has this team fired up.
Here's Fultz. Bamba trying to break free, and Fultz gets it to go. Fultz has got 12 in the game.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Williams, that's good.
Man, piling up the points. You see Williams getting the shots he wants.
Fultz, the pass to Awundu. Here's Vucevic. Rebound by the Clippers. Harrell's got his 6th rebound on the night over Fultz. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. Fultz with the ball. 12 points for him. Right at the free throw line. Another shot. Vucevic somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Vucevic has got 20.
Oh, great move to get to the rack there against the guy who doesn't really just have the strength to be able to keep him away from the rim. It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Ross in the corner. Fires for 3. He can't get that one to fall. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Green. Again, Los Angeles.
Credit JaMychal for all the hard work he's put in. A longtime D-League standout who's found his role and then some.
Ross in the corner. From deep. They get it back. Bamba's shot is off.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Fultz with the ball. He's against Williams, and Fultz gets it to go.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
And Green gets it to go.
JaMychal Green.
And here's Fultz. He's got 14. To the middle. Here's Bamba. And no good that time. Great D that time from Harrell. George, that's a 2-pointer. Here's Green. Rebounded by Vucevic. The Magic shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Awundu passes to Vucevic. Fires from 14. The Clippers grab the miss.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly...
Oh, my goodness!
Did you see
what
a play? Unbelievable.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Now, here's Fultz. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
And not relying at all on the 3-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. The Magic making a switch here. Augustine's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Fultz.
And the length and speed of Fultz makes him deadly. Excellent at shooting the ball and a super aggressive defender.
It's good. Magruder's got his second bucket of the night.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And it's the Magic with the ball. 1:44 left in the third. Ross with a wide open look. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Mann. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. He has 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Augustine kicks to Fultz.
Clippers foul. Man. That's his first personal.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Markelle Fultz. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And he's good on the second.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunities.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Ross in the corner. Shoots from 14, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Ross has got 13.
Terrence Ross with the nice bucket. His offense is coming around nicely.
Green, no luck. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine.
Vucevic.
Augustine's got 6 assists here tonight. Green inside the three-point line. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Green's got 6 in the quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Fultz. Here's Vucevic. He's got 24. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Magruder. That one off the back iron and out. And now the fast break. Ross with the ball. Three-pointer. Augustine, no luck. The 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Ivica Zubac is out there with JaMychal Green. Then it's Robinson, and it's Magruder in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Robinson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
First personal foul.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Smitty, the NBA now permitting teams to sell international sponsorships. I mean, the league just continues to grow globally.
They have done a fantastic job. Teams can now enhance their visibility with this deal, and their internet makes this all possible when you get a chance to watch these teams all over the world.
Yeah, that's a good point. The Magic shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Now Augustine. Johnson, a wide open look. No good that time.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Augustine looking around. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Well, the undrafted Rodney McGruder, Greg, has earned his way into the NBA.
It was 25 by the time of McGruder's rookie season. Has spent some time overseas and in the G League, but he's improved his game and has kind of carved out a spot here in the league.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Augustine against Green. He gets that one.
DJ Augustine.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Mann. Birch grabs the board. Augustine with it. Pass to Frazier. The 19-foot shot. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Augustine's got his 7th assist here tonight. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And for a team schedule that includes 4 games and 5 nights, sports writers have introduced the term schedule losses due to fatigue. I just don't think that's very good, but it's the reality right now.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, Kevin, you know these games, you travel a lot. Your legs are just done, and that's when you have to rely on a total team, play more guys. But it happens. You can't get out of this quicksand. You're going to have those type of losses.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
I like this. I really do. He recognizes the mismatch, simply rises up and fires.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. A shot by Frazier, no good. The Clippers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic. Trying to find Frazier, and he's got it now. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
And it's McGruder missing. For Orlando, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. The shot by Frazier, no good. LA has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Wasted no time on that one. And that's now 7 points for Robinson.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Right side Jefferson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Robinson. That is his first personal foul.
Change player's name and number the other day. Wow. Or something.
I did. I saw the demonstration that Adam Silver did. It is fantastic.
2 shots.
I was thinking about myself, Kevin. I played for 7 teams. That's a lot of changing of the name and number.
That really is. And he knocks down the first one. Patterson, he's checked in for JaMychal Green. He doesn't get the second one. Clippers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. He gets it in there. Robinson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
On the wing, Johnson. And here's Augustine.
Clippers foul call. Man. That's his second personal foul.
Here's Frazier. Sinks the three-pointer. Frazier's got 10 points in the quarter.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
Patterson can't get it to go. The Magic have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Three-pointer Augustine. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Magruder, that's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
And here they come. Here's Robinson, and it falls over the rim and in.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
Here's Patterson. Again, the Clippers.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Frazier outside. To the inside, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Los Angeles calls timeout. A lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Well, Kevin, I haven't, but I bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
The song's so sweet, you gon' come home with me, oh. Make the bam bam beat, I'll give you melody. Make the bam bam beat, I'll give you melody. Make the song so sweet, you gon' come home with me, oh.
Los Angeles has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Pops that bucket in no time at all.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
In the corner, it's Birch. Shoots the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Now, here's Zubac. Over Augustine. No good from Zubac.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there. That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And the Clippers call time here. NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty? Around the calendar. There's no off season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the off season. And 24/7, you look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody's looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court.
They wanna replace me, how you replace top tier? You ain't new pencil, you just been here for a year. Yeah, I ain't tryna stunt, homie. Growth of your career is just a month for me. I know the last couple years been a slump for you. And now you mad that I got the one up on you. Yeah, you ain't know about it, no now. Say you gotta hear it from the go.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. Good on the bucket. Man! Here is Frazier. Floats one. No good on that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Now Zubac shoots over Frazier. Again, the Clippers.
Terrible shot selection, but you've got to appreciate his confidence.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Magic. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
He cannot be contained right now. The hoop keeps getting bigger and bigger for him with each made shot.
Frazier outside. And the rejection by Zubac. They retain possession. They grab their own miss. Birch. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
Shooting for Orlando, Ken Birch. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Smitty, with players like Curry and Lillard taking such high difficulty shots from deep, deep range. I mean, these are just amazing. Some have said that it's hurting the game and that kids will try to emulate it. What do you think about that?
You know, Kevin, I think it is to some point, and to this point where so many kids now at a younger age are shooting the 3 ball from so deep. I would love for a lot of these guys to be able to show the work they put in, and then those kids try to emulate that.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
He is just going all out right now, loving the MJ impersonation, hanging in the midair and still hitting the shot.
And that one misses. Well, Orlando shooting at 42% in this final quarter. And stolen by Patterson. LA's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
And that's just a risky play. To make a heave like that, not worth it.
The Magic shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Augustine with it. He dishes it to Johnson. Back to Augustine. Smitty, for players, social media can build their brands and they can engage their fans, but there are some downsides.
Yes, it is, Kevin. I mean, it's a fantastic tool, like you said, for endorsement and bringing those fans into your home or into your life. But the downside, people can see some things they don't want to see, and also you can regret posting a lot of things.
I think, yeah, sometimes people do regret hitting that send button. So, yeah, they got to be careful. You're right. Here's Mann. Augustine against Robinson. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Robinson's got 13 points in just this quarter. And here's Augustine to the paint, trying to find Frazier, and he's got it now. Johnson, the pass to Frazier. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And here are the Clippers now. Man, Frazier covering, and it's good for 2. 24 points for him.
So much sharper, so much more efficient with his shot this half, just taking what the defense allows.
Augustine passes to Birch. Frazier outside. 5 to shoot. Johnson in the corner. All sorts of time. And again, it's Orlando converting.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Mann. They get the rebound. Here's Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
The activity level from Patterson is what makes him such an impact on the floor.
The Magic shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. Here's Clark. Steve, the G League is now offering select contracts worth $125,000. They want to attract prospects straight out of high school. What do you think of that?
You know, I like it, Kevin, and I think I'd love to see that number go up, and I like the opportunity for some of those guys to be able to go straight out of high school. It's good for some, it's bad for others, but I think you have to give those guys that opportunity.
From the corner, the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And that one is good.
Not a lot of forwards in the league are as comfortable from range as Patterson is.
Now here is Augustine. Johnson from outside drops in the tray. 1:46 left to play here in the fourth. Top of the key. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Passes it to Augustine. No good on the three.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely, just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for George.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Robinson misses.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Johnson left side. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sidelines about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're up. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. Of our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. There's 31 seconds left in the game, and he makes that one.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And the rejection by Zubac. shoots from 14. That's good. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 25 rebounds. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together, and we can just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.